Hey crew, it's Sunday evening. It's about 8:30, and I already put up a couple of videos, but I just saw your videos, and I wanted to respond to this huge list of things that you mentioned that I probably should respond to, seeing as how I'm responsible in my responding. First of all, I just want to say that I really appreciate the stream consciousness videos that you're putting up now. That like those, I don't know, 10-minute videos. Although they could be shorter. Like 4 minutes would be great. If you could do more shorter ones, that would be cooler. I know you've only got so much time on your hands, but you know, the 10-minute ones are awesome because we get to have these conversations, and I realize they're just kind of for you and me. But there are times when I see them and I'm like, I can't watch it right now, I don't have 10 minutes. That's kind of my life at this point. Calling in the Rings, very cool. That's number 2 on my list here. The weather here in Pendleton, actually fall has arrived here. Sarah and I went for a walk today, and I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt with my shorts because it was it was a little bit chilly for walking around for an hour outside without a kind of a light long sleeve undershirt to wear. So yeah, we're starting to feel that. Actually, last year we went to Bend for a soccer trip, and it snowed on us about this time. It was a couple weeks from now. And we're going back again. I'll fill you in on that when it happens. But yeah, the weather here's not been bad. On the soccer, that reminds me, you know, the video I just put up, I told you some stuff that I'd already told you earlier, filled in some details about what's happening recently. It's really cool. We're really excited. I mean, I can't emphasize how much the guys on the team, on the varsity team, have just, it's like they flipped a switch and they've taken responsibility for their actions, and they bought into the idea that they actually have control over what's going to happen, the outcome of their games. And this last game was just incredible because everything was stacked against them. You know, they were down 2-0. The ref disallowed a goal. The other team was getting really physical and taunting them, and they stayed with their game, and it was like they believed they could beat this team. And it was just so cool to see that level of maturity raised to such a high bar. Oh, sorry. Got a phone call I need to take. Hello? Hey, how's it going? Oh, that's good. Yeah. So do you have anything important you need to talk to me about? Well, I think, you know, I'm not doing anything important right now, so I can just talk. It's okay. All right. I love you. Bye-bye. Oh, sorry, Karu. Important phone call there. So the Galaxy lost again. They lost to the Columbus Crew, which is the top team in the league. They lost 1-0 in a very close game that could have gone either way. And you know, I get on these soccer chat boards, and one of the things I wrote on there was, you know, if this had been a game that had been played a month ago, it would have been really exciting because they brought in a new goalkeeper who looked really solid. They played solidly as a team. It was something to build on. But at this point in the season's over, so it doesn't make a difference, and they're just going to change their whole roster for next year probably. So it's kind of depressing. The kids played a tennis tournament in the Tri-Cities this weekend, which was kind of a bummer because I was coaching soccer, and I went and helped coach Garrett's team on Saturday, as well as coaching the high school team on Friday and Saturday, and my kids weren't there. They were up in the Tri-Cities playing tennis. I think I told you Gareth was kind of a complete airhead playing. Well, in this tournament, he played great. He lost both matches, but they were reasonable scores. And the kids that he was playing against weren't less good. It was that he had played better. So that was really cool. I think he lost the first one in 3 sets, or in the third set tiebreak. And he lost the second one 6-2, 6-3, which was really cool. Carew came in 4th in his draw, and played very well. Actually, I got to go up and watch him today, Sunday, so I got to see one match. Bryn lost both of her matches. She's having trouble So the next thing you talked about was SNL and the Palin stuff. I have watched those SNL skits. Actually, I haven't been watching the interviews because they just make me sick to my stomach. But I watch the SNL sketches, and then I go and watch the interviews to see what I'm missing there. And you're right that they've been interesting. The whole thing with the Palin, actually the video I put up of Sarah was really just an excuse to make a video about my hot wife. And really, do I need an excuse? Not really, but my problem with the whole Palin thing is that it's the cynicism with which she is placed before the American people as a woman who's qualified to do the job that she's being asked to do. And she's not qualified. It's a manipulation. It's like an anti-sexism thing where, it's a situation where she's not qualified and she's being put up there just because she's a good-looking woman. And it's complete kind of objectification of her as a woman, and not as a human being. She's not valued as a human being, and that's what bothers me about the whole thing. And that's not really her problem. She's complicit in it, and she's happy to be part of it. But that doesn't bother me as much as the cynicism of the people who obviously know what they're doing. John McCain really is trying to manipulate people, and that bothers me. High school soccer, when we talked about that, I don't remember ever sitting and talking to you on the bus in high school soccer. I don't actually have any memories of those bus rides, except the one time when Linda rode the bus with us and she had run out of gas in the car on the way to the bus, and she goes to get on the bus, and she comes and sits next to me because she's crying because she's upset about this. And Tom Boatwright comes and gets on the bus, and you know how he's a senior, so he's going to kick me out of the seat, and Sarah and Linda. And so Linda's sitting next to me, and she's got her head down like this, and she's crying. And Tom goes, "Can you guys move?" And she looks up at him, and there's tears going down her face. And he goes, "I didn't do anything." And he headed back to the back of the bus. It was pretty funny. So that's my one memory of being on the bus. And the other thing is that with the cookies, that year when Linda was making cookies, I was on JV and you were on varsity, and she would never give me any cookies. Even though she made me go to the store and buy the ingredients for the cookies, she wouldn't give me cookies. That's how cruel my sister was. The thing in Shelton, yeah, I remember that trip to Shelton because I did get kicked in the head and I got a concussion, but I didn't ride the bus home from Shelton because my dad came and picked me up and took me to the hospital. And then the people at the hospital bawled him out because it had been like an hour and a half or 2 hours since I'd been kicked in the head. Of course, he had to drive all the way from Tumwater to Shelton to pick me up and then take me back to Olympia to get to the hospital. But yeah, and the next 2 weeks after that were a little fuzzy as well. What was this thing about Linda's brassiere? Do I need to come and beat you up or something for wearing my sister's bra in high school? This is something I was not aware of. But maybe, actually, what I should do is just tell your wife about it and let her beat you up, because then again, Linda could pretty much take care of herself, and I'm sure that if you did anything inappropriate, she probably pulverized you at the time. Tats. Dreads and tats. Oh, the dreads. I'm pretty happy with the dreads. They're setting up okay. I think they're going to be all right. They're not great, but they're still some work, but they're less work now. I got another 2 months to see how I like it, but I'm liking it. Although I gotta tell you, today Sarah looked at me when we were heading up to the Tri-Cities to go to Caru's soccer match, and she was like, "I never thought I'd be looking forward to the day when my husband went bald so he could lose his dreads," which I thought was awesome. The whole tats thing, I want to hear about that. Ron and Melissa coming to Pendleton. They're not here yet, but send coffee, Sarah says. I can't guarantee they'll get the coffee. And last thing, if I'm not going to run out of time, so you're trimming your windows? Are they too big? So you got to... Never mind. I'll talk to you later.